Well, Geraldo, I know San Diego State does some funky stuff up front. What's the secondary like? What kind of things they do back there?
I mean, it's just it's a little bit of different defense, kind of defense that we haven't seen yet. I mean, they have some pretty good guys back there in the secondary. It's just a matter of fact of watching a lot of film and just trying to figure out what they're doing, just trying to be a step ahead.
They generally going to leave you guys one-on-one or more zone or?
A little bit of both. They'll press, they'll play off, they play some zone. It's a little bit of everything. They have couple. They show a couple tendencies, and just from all watching film, and we'll figure it out.
The last couple games, wide receivers have seemed like have stepped up. What have you seen out of the group?
It's really good seeing stuff like that. Making plays out there. It's always fun. A lot of energy, especially from the big plays. I think we just we working on being a little bit more consistent. Guys are maturing, and it's just a matter of fact of playmakers making plays. So it's a really good thing to see.
You guys obviously can control your own destiny if you can win these last two games. But how tough of a challenge is this going to be on Saturday going there?
Oh, it's going to be really tough. Those guys are very physical. You can't underestimate them. They played very well in the second half. They had a couple of overtime games. It's just matter of fact of just staying focused. Don't underestimate anyone really, and I mean they're a really good team. So we just got to be out. We just got to go out there with like a lot of energy and just play our best game.
You mentioned the overtime. I think they've been to 3 overtime games. They've won 6 games by like a touchdown or less or something. I mean, they know how to pull it out there at the end, don't they?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that a good trait though for a team to have? I mean, when you see that they're able to find a way to win.
Of course, wins are never bad, and somehow they're able to do it, and they are able to they come out way better in the second half, and they don't sag off at all. They keep swinging at their opponents. So it's a good thing to keep in mind. You can't get comfortable with those guys.
Your road schedule this year. I mean, most of your more difficult opponents have been on the road. We saw the performance that you guys were able to put together last week. A real complete performance. How eager are you guys maybe to try to put something like that up away from Boise?
Sorry, can you say the last one again?
Yeah, we saw you guys put together a complete performance last week.
Yeah.
How nice would it be to take a performance like that to the road?
Yeah, that's that's the plan. That's always the plan, but it doesn't always work out as you want to, of course. We just need to stay together tight as a group, which we have been doing pretty well. I think it will be nice if we'll be able to start a little bit faster, and we've been emphasizing that a lot the last couple of weeks. We're making improvements, but there's always room for improvement. So I think as soon as we do that, I think things will get better. And also on the road.
Seems like we've been talking about that starting fast thing from like the second game of the season. I mean, how at this point, what can you do? I mean, every time we talk about it, and then the next week you think maybe you have it fixed, and it's still an issue. I mean, how do you at this point try to get that turned around?
It's a lot of things you can do about it. I think one of the biggest things is definitely our mindset. You just got to go out there and be, with the same attitude that we have in the second half. We just got to go out there with tremendous energy and just trying to make plays and not, think that it will come later. We just, it's just start swinging from the get-go.
You look at the last few years, and you guys had a great record going into November and a loss that really hurt. This year, maybe not the great record coming into November, but a chance to sort of finish it the right way. And how important is sort of November to how you feel about the season at the end?
November is really important. This time where a lot of players are dinged up. Players gonna have to play hurt. You all have to make plays while you're being hurt. Coach B says, if you want to be great, you gotta play great in November. That's what it's all about. I think it's really important. So we keep that in the back of our head, and it's all about finishing strong. We've been emphasizing that ever since I've been here at Boise State. It's all about finishing strong. So that's what we're working on.
You look at the 3 losses this year; they've all been tough games on the road. And what did you guys learn from those experiences that might help you this week?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, but also like the little details. And the most of them were the little details that we have to take care of. I think we've been doing a lot better with that. We still, of course, we work on the turnover margins and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all little details you have to take care of, and going back to fundamentals and stuff like that. You can't forget about that.
Drew, I'm doing a thing next week on the seniors. Not sure we'll get to talk to you next week or not for senior day. But how do you look at your career here at Boise State? It's been an interesting one. How do you kind of look at from when you came into the program to where you are now?
It's kind of crazy to think about that. Time flies. It feels like it went by so fast. It's almost there, and I'm glad to be here with those guys I'm here with right now.